Hi, everybody. It's what? Right away?
Do we want to check if it's actually recording, or does it matter? I'm just worried about
said we're
it doesn't matter.
Nick.
It doesn't matter.
And how would we check? How would we check?
Stop it. We would pause it and then play the video back.
I've done extensive testing.
Oh, Matt,
how much squeaking are we going to get?
A lot.
Squeaking.
I'll get the WD for you.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh. I like having fun to meet people who laugh.
Well, let me just say it's an Office Hours live episode. What episode is this? We don't know. Getting high. 298. And we are not live. We are unplugged. We are all spread out across the world. I'm in New York. Vic is in Los Angeles. Producer Matt is in Los Angeles. Doug Loosenhop is in London. But we wanted to keep our train rolling here and do an episode. So I want to do one of those, there's all these shitty podcasts out there where it's just a bunch of people getting together on Zoom and talking. I figured let's do one of those. If it's not good, we can say it's a parody of one of those.
What if it's our biggest episode yet? It puts us into the stratosphere.
Oh, that would be awesome. Well, Doug, first of all, let me start with you because good morning to you, but it can't be morning. It can't be.
Good afternoon because it is 5:10 p.m. here in London. It's a sunny, beautiful day. Everyone was out in the park. I rented a bike and rode around. Had a nice little afternoon before we started the recording.
Oh. How's your European jaunt been?
The shows have been great. Crazy, wild energy at the shows. I've been well received. One guy, there was like one show where there was like a guy and he was getting into a fight and he was heckling me and people were grabbing him and I was trying to continue my set, but then there was this big commotion and they're throwing this guy out. So that was fun.
Jesus, what was he saying?
I really don't know. He was just like yelling stuff. People think it's a wild show, so you can yell stuff. A lot of the crowds were very attentive and energetic. They maybe some crowds don't know what to do at a comedy show or something, or they think it's Eric Andre show, so they can go wild.
How are you finding these European cities? You must be in love.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, Berlin is probably my top city so far.
Nice.
I was thinking of
these English.
I was thinking of you.
Are awesome.
I was thinking of you, seeing you in Berlin, and we're like, God, that's got to be Doug's like sweet spot right there.
It was. The crowd was like extended clapping, after, you know what I mean? Like extended applause breaks, which are rare. People laugh, but
right
after a bit they would applaud. So that was, the crowd was great there. It's a really cool city. Any city that you can bike around, I like. And I like the English cities a lot so far. Bristol was really nice.
Yeah.
You've been there, right?
Yeah, Bristol, I feel like, is that the one in the church, Vic? I think it was in the church.
Yeah, I remember being.
I think that was one of those shows where we just got there and hunkered down and just bared through it and then left. I don't think we saw the city at all.
Yeah, there's a few shows like that where it's a show and then the next day is another show after traveling all day and we're like, let's just get through this. So we're all kind of just chilling before the show. Exploring. And saving up your energy for the show.
Right.
A lot of that going on.
Well, I have Vic, what's up with you?
Oh, well, this is exciting. Outside my studio, there's a little bird building a nest. So I've been watching that. It's right above the.
That's big.
Yeah, the motion timer light. but I'm a little concerned because it was like gone for like it was here for like a few weeks. And I was like, my buddy, I'm just like looking at it. That's my safety, you know, right there. And then I come out and it's gone. He's fucking gone, or she. And she's gone for like 5-6 days. And then she's back for a night and then she's gone. Or I'm wondering, like, do birds steal other birds?
Homes.
Do they? Do you know what I mean? Like if something happens,
just take over. Take over. It's
already there. Like
that's what I do. I just wait for someone else to do the hard work, and I swoop in. Literally swoop in.
You hop in.
What color is the bird?
It's just like a very normal, dark kind of color.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night?
Yeah, exactly. But that's going on.
Did you check for eggs, Vic? Did you look inside?
I didn't check because I didn't want to disturb it. I'm just worried I'm going to get my scent on it or something. But
we have the same thing outside our front door. And first I was like, I'm going to get this stinking nest out of here because it's like making a mess right outside the front door.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
But then I put my camera in, eggs, and now little baby birds in there.
It could have been really bad if you killed those things. So
I know. I checked. Check for eggs. There might be baby birds in there.
Right.
Well, shall I give you my SNL rundown?
Yeah, I want to hear about this.
Yep.
Went to the big show last night via the guest. How do guest? How would I say this, Matt?
You were a guest.
I went to SNL. At the pleasure
guest on SNL.
I was not the guest. Sarah Squirm. I'm here in New York. I wrote her. I said, I'm in town for a little while. She says, well, you want to come to the show? I said, it is fun to go to the show. It is fun. I don't like the show, but it is fun to go to the show. I told her that. I don't like the show, but it is fun to go to the show. So she said, well, you should definitely come. Would you hate it if you watched it from my dressing room? I said, no, that sounds like a neat experience. She goes, well, I guess that's a thing. I didn't realize that's a thing. There's like the friends of the cast, they go and hang in the dressing room. And the dressing room, so I get there, I go by myself, and I run into a couple people that she knows that are there to also be in the dressing room. And they're immediately like people we would dig. You know, they're friends of Sarah's, friends of John Early's, they know me. We hit it off. Then some other friends of ours show up. Patty Harrison's up in there. Hannah Einbinder is up in that dressing room. She's cool.
Megan.
You got to get her on the show.
What's that girl, Megan, that she's friends with? I'm talking about
Meg Statler.
Statler. Was she there?
Stalter.
No.
Stalter. No. Oh, that's
no. So, but then, you're just sitting in this, there's like 7 or 8 of us sitting in this small dressing room watching the show on TV. Because you're just,
closed circuit TV, right?
Yeah. But, James Austin Johnson is next door. I see him. It's very sweet. We talked for a little bit. But then this guy, one of the writers of the show, comes over. And he's like, hey, Tim, Hannah, you want to come? I'll give you a big tour. So he during the show, he starts leading us down the hallways. He leads us into the writer's room. I go into the writer's room. There's like 50 of all the writers are in there watching the show, including those please don't destroy us gents. Right? All those, the whole squad's in there with pizzas. Everyone's like, hey, how's it going? How you doing? And, but then then he goes, let's go this way. He walks us out onto the floor, right on the sides of the stage where they're doing the weekend update.
Oh my God.
I walked in, he's like, here, stand right here. And they're like 30 feet away while they're doing the weekend update. And I take my phone out to put the silencer on, right? To go turn the ringer off because like, shit, I didn't know it was going to be like on the floor. So I go to take my phone out. My phone flies out of my hand and hits this metal thing behind me, clang, like a real loud clang. And people turn and look. Like, we should find the show and see if you can hear it. But I'm with Hannah Einbinder, and she's Jewish, and I think she very identifies as Jewish. Okay, like cares about it. I don't know if he's religious or whatever, but these guys, this Michael Che, they do this thing where they swap jokes. Do you know about this thing they do? Where like they write jokes for the other person to say, and they do this they bring this rabbi out, this woman, and they start doing all these Jewish jokes. But then at the last, and some of them are, it's like, you get it, it's like edgy shit. But then they bring out this Jewish rabbi puppet that's like full, you got to look it up. It's like full, like Nazi propaganda, Jewish stereotype looking rabbi puppet. Oof. And it does not play in the room. It's like, this is fucked. Like, this is very uncomfortable. And so we just like, all right, well, let's go back upstairs. It was really uncomfortable.
Oh, here it is. You guys want to see it? You want to take a look-see?
I don't know how it played on TV, but boy, it played real weird in the fucking room.
Oh my God.
Look, see it?
Oh,
yeah.
It was
and they're making jokes about, like,
owners of NBC told MSNBC to curb their criticism of Israel, and if they don't,
keep it
we'll
together.
hit them with our space laser.
I mean, at least they didn't have like a big old nose on it. I guess
it could have been. Yeah,
could have been worse.
Yeah.
Then we went down to we went back out. Then we were brought down to then go in and watch the musical act. Now I never heard of this musical act before. Amanda Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Kids
like her. Yeah, she's pretty good.
Oh, that shit sucks. There's nothing good about that, Vic. Come on. It's just pure. I mean, whatever. It's just like pure Disney pop. But
it's
not good. But I got yelled at again because I was there. I took a picture, and this big security guy, no picture. What are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know. I thought, this is big live on TV. What's the difference? Who cares? Not in like the Situation Room.
Right.
So, and then it was just the thing with this show. Matt, you've been to these before. You go to this. It's like the show ends, and then you're hanging out there for a while. We're talking all the. It's so cute. James did he did a really funny sketch at the very end that is worth looking up called Snake Eyes, and he made me really laugh. I mean, that guy's really funny. So, but we're just hanging out in the hallway after the show, and we're just doing Trump bits together. Like, I'm feeding him. We're trading off. I'm giving him things to talk about, like, Trump, what do you think about my morning jacket? My morning jacket? He's just talking about Jim James. You gotta like Jim James and his beard. His monster, like, just doing really obscure references in Trump voice. But it's just funny. He just goes and goes and goes. He can't stop it. And then you go to the party and saw some people there. Everybody. I'll tell you guys. I mean, not a lot of people know Office Hours, but boy, do they know me. Boy, do they know me.
What was the after party like?
Yeah, where was it? I always heard these things are the big deal, talk of the town.
Well, it was it's right there at Rockefeller Center at the rink. So I think because it was the season finale, I think maybe they don't do it there every week, but it was right there, out there on the ice skating rink. But there was no ice. I didn't need to bring my skates. But I saw John Hamm's there. I said hello to John Hamm, Edgar Wright. I see, and then some of the cast members who I didn't know. Bowen Yang. Bowen Yang was like, boy, he was kissing my ring. He was like, this guy, big fan.
Who's Bowen Yang?
Bowen
He's
Bowen
big.
Yang. He's a
Bowen
big
big.
breakout star on the show.
Vic, you should team up with John Hamm, and you can do Hamburger.
We could do that.
Do like some kind of act.
Right.
But by the end of it, it's like 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m, and I left being like, it was raging when I left. I was just like, I'm getting out of here. But I mean, that thing goes till like dawn. It's just
Is
stupid.
Lauren, that old dog, Lauren, there until 3 a.m.?
I saw Lauren. I didn't go up and say hello.
But is that old? He's like 100 years old. He's hanging out till 3 a.m.?
It's his lifestyle. I mean, what else is he doing?
That's true.
I mean, he looked pretty good. I've heard this talk about him like not doing well and stuff, but he looked fine to me.
Jerry mentioned that he asked him one time, like, when are you going to quit SNL? He said, I'm going to do about 5 more years until I can't do it anymore, and then I'm going to do another 5. So he's
that's a funny line.
Yeah.
It's like, that feeling when you feel like you don't want to, you don't have it anymore. You don't like doing it. I'm going to do 5 more years after that.
It's the funniest thing. Ever.
Doug just sent some photos. Is that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What? Doug sent photos of what?
Doug sent some photos to me. Is that for sharing right now, or is that to save?
Of what?
For Matt to check out later.
Are you bragging?
No, this is just something I just saw before I came to the hotel. I thought I'd share this. I found some really good food in London.
Okay, well, I guess we're done talking about my night.
Well, I didn't tell Matt this. I didn't tell Matt.
I know. Doug, it's not on you at all. It's definitely on Matt.
I was gonna, when you wrapped it up, I was gonna say, I found this place. They got really good food. The American Food Store. It's just filled with crap. It's like Kellogg's cereal and like goldfish.
Well, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna send Matt pictures too. Fuck you.
That was my subtle way of saying your story was over.
Those popcorn. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't. Are you guys seeing? You're seeing this stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Should we be?
That works pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
We should show more images. Look, they got Oreos, goldfish. Look at this.
Club.
Eddie Grams.
You want to watch should we go to the phone lines and the video lines? People sent in.
Oh yeah, let's see how this works.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
definitely.
Although Matt, I just sent you a couple of pictures to prove in regards to my stuff. If you want to show that before that, if you got that.
Oh yes, I would like to see some.
Just to confirm
BTS.
a couple things.
Hey Tim, did you went through Scandinavia? You went to Oslo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you like those places?
Loved.
Yeah, Scandinavia is awesome. It's just so cold.
Oh, was it cold?
It still was cold. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's cold most of the year there. It's
it was cold when we were there, but it felt good. It was like it wasn't miserable. It was like kind of refreshing. Yeah, I remember enjoying it. We did the cold dip in the bay there, sauna. What do you think, Matt? We got something here?
Well, we'll fix this in post. I have to export. I can't open HEIC on the...
Oh my God! Why did Apple make a whole new photo? Whatever you call it, what do you even call that extension?
HEIC,
and it doesn't work with anything.
No,
Matt, just screen grab it and then open the screen grab.
I know, but that would take even longer.
He knows what he's doing, Doug, because it's easier to just hit the export to But seriously, Apple, if you're watching, I know Tim Cook's a big fan of the show. Tim Apple. It would be great if he just went back to good old. What the hell was wrong with JPEGs?
I'd like to hear somebody make that argument. You can change the default, not to turn this into a techie podcast.
Or even PNGs. PNGs.
You can change.
Maybe they have a smaller file size with higher res.
What is Vic sending now?
I'm just sending screenshots of those.
Here's Tim's photos.
Okay. Oh, you got
proof of attendance.
Can we zoom in?
Well, that's me. That's an illegal photo. You're not allowed to do that photo. That's your Sabrina Carpenter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How many people are in the audience? What's like the total, would you say?
Oh, not too many. I mean, it's like a couple 300 or something like that. Like, I'm not sure.
Broing down.
That's me. That's Hannah Einbinder and Sarah Squirm. And that behind Sarah is her boyfriend. Very nice fella.
We were supposed to get Hannah on, but I don't know what happened with that.
What's that, Vic?
I know she's related to Lorraine Newman. Einbinder.
Yeah.
And what's this?
Jesus.
That's the on their wall they've got all the guests that have hosted the show, and there's Big Don. Well, it's it's not very cool to take pictures back there. It's like
Tim, was everyone at the after party? Were they doing like cocaine and 8 balls like John Belushi style?
Yeah, it was pretty tame, man. I had I feel pretty good today because I had one drink the whole night. I just had one little margarita at the after party, and I like this. I'm not drinking. Fuck it.
It's a lot
Who
of
needs it? Feel totally refreshed.
I drank a little bit in Copenhagen. That was the only time somebody passed me a beer, and I was like, all right, fine. But
yeah,
it's great to not drink on tour.
Yeah. All right, let's take one of these calls.
I remember our old friend Molly McGuinness.
Oh yeah.
We haven't heard from her in a long time. Here she is with a question and a message.
I need drops for this.
Hello, Office Hours. It's me, Molly, from Manchester. Molly McGuinness. I look dead different because I've changed my hair. I had to shave my head because I was poorly and that during Christmas. Thanks for the shout out. I'd appreciate it. But I'm doing way better now. So good. Actually, kind of look a bit badass with a shaved head and mascara, a bit badass. Firstly, I want to say, Tim, hope you're coming to the UK soon. Need that to happen ASAP. Let us know when you plan to come. Second, I just want to have a bit of a rant about this. I got an Eagles ticket, and this was the first thing I'd ordered since I come out of hospital, and I was like, and I'm not asked about the Eagles, but the Steely Dan was supporting, and they don't play England. I've never heard of them. I mean, they probably did ages ago, but it's a hard band to say. But I was like, right, I'm gonna go just for Steely Dan, and Steely Dan have just dropped out, and they've been replaced by the Doobie Brothers.
Yes.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a fair swap.
Yeah.
And
This is yes.
I like them. Ooh, it's the music. Ooh. There's 3 songs I really like, but £100 for the Doobie Brothers.
Wait, who dropped out? The Steely Dan dropped out?
Steely Dan or the Eagles dropped out?
The Steely Dan.
Now I'm kind of dreading it.
No, I know that.
So Steely Dan dropped out. The Doobie Brothers are replacing, and she wants to know if you think that's fair.
Wait a second. Steely Dan is still playing?
It's only the one dude left. It's what's his name? Fagan. But they're probably the same band. Doobies and Steely Dan are probably the same members at this point, like backing band. Probably Skunk Baxter's there. He was in both. Right?
No, Skunk is not. Skunk hasn't played with Steely Dan for years. It's all like ringers. It's all session guys.
Yeah.
Young cats. Well, let's go around the room. Let's do this. Let's go around the room, and each member individually state their case, how they feel, whether that they think. Simply, the question is that fair? Doug.
I'll go first. I'm going to say absolutely. In fact, it's an upgrade.
Shots fired.
Vic?
I think it's I've seen Steely Dan when the other dude was alive, when Becker was alive. They did like a 20-minute version of Papa Don't Take No Mess by James Brown, which is just one chord. It was it's awful. And but I do like that. I like the records, but Doobies I think would be an upgrade at this point because you're getting there's more than one original guy in the Doobie Brothers at this point, I hope. So
Matt.
I don't know about that. It looks like Michael McDonald is not involved. I'm gonna say it's a downgrade.
New info.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not interested in those doobies.
My take is the following. I think you're buying an Eagles ticket. I think your opening act might be bonus, and you get what you get. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell how it was billed and everything, but I agree with Molly that I can probably take 3 doobie songs before I'm out. And I don't ever want to see or hear China Grove again in my life. I don't want to listen to the music. I'd much prefer Steely Dan in any scenario. So I don't think it's an upgrade. Although I like some Doobie Brothers, of course, but yeah, tough one. What about? I was going to bring this up on the show. Have you guys been following any of the Eagles lip sync accusations going on?
Oh no!
Yeah, I saw that. Some guy is doing these YouTube videos where he'll have different live concerts, and the vocals he puts it in like an analyzer, and they're exactly like the waveforms are like exact. They like line up.
Yeah.
So he's saying, like,
I watched the same video.
Yeah,
we're on the same algorithm, baby.
Yeah,
got that too.
Who's the singer of that again? Glenn Fry?
Don Henley.
Yeah, Don Henley. That's a Henley thing, yeah.
Glenn Fry's been dead for years now.
Is he?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's all caps. It's very serious video.
It says the word proof right there. Proof, lip sync Miami. I mean, what else do you need to... Doesn't it seem harder to deal with like lip syncing than just doing it? Like such a production to make that work right.
My guess is it's just like a basic guide vocal under there that's not too forward, but he also gets to. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Someone's.
Is Doug doing a 10-1?
I have a special guest.
Oh.
What?
Hey, JP.
He's got to take Doug away from us.
No, not at all.
No, he brought me a nice coffee.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's you know why? Because he's a nice He's a nice guy.
He's a great guy. Great tour manager. Great guy.
What coffee is that? Stank coffee on the cup? What does it say?
I refer to myself as a friend and our fellow artist, but yeah, tour manager's fine too.
JP would be an expert on this lip sync.
I got to talk about my laundry situation in New York. What we're going to do about it.
Okay. Well, just feel free to email me privately. And
yeah, I'll call you tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
I might have to call you. Yeah.
I
could go another day.
Yeah. I'll add it to Master Tour.
What were you saying, Matt? Wait, you have something for JP?
He would be an expert on lip syncing.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tour managed a band that had to lip sync to tracks?
No. We had a lip syncer last night, though.
We did.
We had a drag queen as our guest on the Eric Andre show.
Nice. Who was it? From a Drag Race?
No, it was Kenya.
Kenya Not.
Never heard of him.
Her.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for that news.
Thanks, JP.
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick about Europe, though, and the UK, and this whole continent. Like, can they just brew a pot of coffee? Everything's got to be like an espresso
Americano.
Yeah. Just make me a damn brewed coffee.
I'm with you, baby.
You know what I mean? It tastes better. This tastes like all bitter.
Yeah.
Although I'm doing no coffee right now.
Why?
Health reasons. Trying to take a caffeine break.
That's good.
Were you drinking too much and you're getting all tripped out?
Yeah, it was kind of like I was getting like lots of heart things going.
Palpitations.
Like
palpitations are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm seeing if taking caffeine out helps.
It does.
It seems to be.
You're not switching over to like Monster?
No.
Red Bull, Taurine?
No.
Okay.
Let's take another one of these videos. That was fun.
We got a question. This one will be a hotline from audio only from Sean. So listen closely.
Hey, Office Hours. This is Sean. I'm calling from Sydney, Australia, down under. It's a beautiful autumnal day here. The sun is shining. It's blue skies and it's clear and crispy, which is really nice. I've got a question for you. What does that room smell like? There's a lot of men in that room, close proximity. There's some sweaty pits. I think that it looks like it smells nicer these days than it did previously, but if you could just give us a smell update as well, that would be really nice. Thanks for everything. I really enjoy the work you do. You bring a smile to my face and to many others every week. And I love the goofs and the laughs and the gags. Peace and love, Sean. Thank you.
Peace and love.
Oh, that's a nice tight call.
Very nice. Got to the point.
I mean, we're not in the room. We're not in this OHL studios right now, so we're gonna have to use our memory. I don't have a strong memory. It doesn't stink in there, does it?
Yeah, you can smell some pheromones if you walk out and come back in. But
we discussed the sewage situation. That's resolved. So
that's gone. I did keep a candle there just in case, but it's been smelling fine.
From where I sit, it smells like, like a dog toy that's all wet.
Oh.
I was going to put Rosie right under you.
No, she doesn't smell. I'm just kidding. No, it's pretty unscented. It's got a slight musty garage smell, maybe a touch of that.
Yeah.
But just very light.
Yeah, reasonable amount. An understandable amount.
There's only one window, but there is enough airflow that you open that door. Or no, there's no windows, but there's a door, and that's the airflow.
I will say my hotel room does not smell so good. There's a smell of cigarette, like somebody was smoking in here.
Ugh.
That hits me every time I walk in the door. It's like not pleasant.
Man.
You got to smoke, and if you start smoking in there, then
I guess so.
Get into it,
I'll just start smoking full time in my room, inside the room with the windows closed.
Quit when you check out. You quit smoking. No problem.
All right.
How about City of the Day? You want to try
yeah.
The City of the Day. City of the Day. Ain't much more to say. Let's all play. City of the Day.
The City of the Day is the City of the Day. I didn't realize this. The City of the Day is sponsored by 3-second rule fuel. Are you confused about which home delivered meal kit to buy? Well, now you can try them all with 3-second rule fuel. This third-party meal system sends agents to hang around food warehouses waiting for food to land on the floor. Once the food drops, the speedy agents scramble and grab it within 3 seconds. Then the items are placed in boxes and sent to your door. The exciting part is you'll never know what you're going to get. It could be Chinese chicken salad with walnut granola and queso cauliflower, or chipotle tacos with turkey chili, a hard-boiled egg, and half a cookie. We're halfway through this, folks. And these unique flavor combinations are great for the environment because they're not going to waste. Plus, since all this food is ground scores, it's much cheaper than any other food delivery system. Is that a typo? Since all the food is ground scores?
Don't you know what a ground score is?
No.
That's when you find something on the ground. It's like called a ground score.
Like a quarter.
Oh. I'm never in those situations.
It's very unlucky.
That's too bad.
Office Hours listeners get a free bag of Office Hours listeners get a free bag of crumbs by going to food.scraps and using the code word still good. 3-second rule fuel, the cool food fuel that makes fools drool. The ad idea. Oh, this ad idea. This ad idea was sent in by listener Search One and masterfully written by Doug. If there, okay, I guess so. It didn't exactly roll off the tongue. Is there a jingle? We shall hear it now. If there's a jingle, we shall hear it now. Oh no, you got to. This is a Suno. I'm banning it. No Sunos. No Suno jingles.
No, come on, just let it. I had to do
sorry.
it.
You can put it on the pound. You can put it on the Doug Pound Patreon. Sorry. You can put it somewhere else. No jingles.
3-second rule.
Boo! Boo! Sucks. It's not a bot. Not a bot.
Wow.
I want real creativity.
I just
worse than Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to pitch.
We have a city of the day.
City.
We have a city of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. The city of the day is Melbourne, Australia, also known as Naarm, the traditional name of the Kulin Nation.
All right.
Very cool. A lot of Australians coming in today.
Yeah, they. I don't know. They seem to have time to pre-record.
I had this idea. I don't know if it would be a commercial or something, but because I was in this city, I got dinged. Getting dinged. I got to turn my do not disturb on. I saw one of those guys.
Do not disturb is already turned on.
Shut the fuck up!
This is not an SNL recording.
It's a one of those classic cars, guys driving around like in a classic car from like the 30s, I wonder if that could be like an Uber style service. So that's you could request one of those cars, like a Model T, like a Roadster.
They crank it.
I don't know what that. There's got to be. It could be Leno. It could be something based off of Leno and his car stuff. Anyway, I can't think of a pun for it yet, but
right, yeah.
Just think, get picked up. Remember that car the Munsters had?
Oh yeah.
Let's look at that picture. A picture of what the Munsters were driving. That was a cool car. Matt, can you get on that right now?
Munsters? The original or the Rob Zombie?
Not the Rob Zombie one. No, the original. There's only one Munsters. Come on. We're not talking about that.
There's one in the 80s, too. There's a Munsters. It was really good.
Yeah.
The new Munsters. Oh, yes. Oh, it's like a hearse kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice one. I got it.
1927.
Let me feast my eyes on that.
Oh, here. This is pictures of the
Ooh, look at that, Doug.
Dude, that's cool. It's a hot rod.
That's great.
They must have been so strategic with the Beach Boys and hot rods and stuff like that. Like it should be a hearse, but it could be like a hot rod for the teens. Teens are going to love this.
Look at the link I sent. You can look at the inside of the car too. It's cool.
Oh, they got an inside view. Hold the wire.
Just go through. There's a lot of pictures of them. Good.
We should do a parody of one of those those podcast or YouTube shows that's like with 127 views and this guy's talking about how it's like how you doing everybody, this is Mark Sherman, we're back with another big episode. We're talking about cars from classic TV shows. Right now we're going to be talking about the Munsters car, and with me of course is Gary Sherman down below. Gary, good to see you.
Hey Gary, or how you mean? Hey.
Yeah. And Gary Solomon up there. Gary, Gary, how you doing up there, Gary?
Doing pretty good. Is that me? Yeah, I'm doing good. I just got in from the car shop, having fun.
Yeah. So, anybody, what year is this? What model of car is this from? The Munsters car? Do you guys know that?
Oh, that's obviously a 34.
See, that's what I thought. But then I was looking up, I was doing a little research on this, and I guess apparently it's not from 34, but it was modeled after that 34 design. So it came out a couple of years later, but then it got modified, of course, with all the horror stuff.
Well, of course, you can see it's got the 10 cylinders, but one of them, if you go back, you can see it. One of them's a dummy cylinder.
Right.
Yes. And this in the front, it used to be a bench seat.
There's so many shows like that you can find on YouTube.
Has anyone else been watching these? We might have brought it up on the show before, but these YouTube shows that are just like documentaries talking about comedy podcasts and like talking about how everyone's having their downfall and like everyone.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, that's like very red bar.
It's red bar style, but these other guys do it like they're just talking about people.
Like it's a serious thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
I was talking to. Listen, this was the subject of some conversation last night. This Tony Hinchcliffe. I think everybody I talked to, I got a wide sampling. Everybody agrees this guy's no good. This guy's a rotten egg. Bad news. Everybody's like, oh my God, we hate this fucking shit.
But someone
bad news.
He's like the biggest.
Oh God, it's the most popular thing in the world.
Hell.
I mean, but look at that. Look at that's what Andrew Dice Clay was the most popular thing in the world too. And then look at what happened to him. He's doing weird selfies on the street now.
I do, in a bizarre way, though. I do like his records. They're so
well. That's different because, of course, he was very much doing a character and stuff. Right. But I'm just saying, like the popularity of this, like Tony Hinchcliffe and all this, the Rogan comedy scene feels like maybe there is a peak to it. There's got to be a peak to it.
Yeah, it can't hold on too much longer.
Want to take another call?
Yeah.
How about our old friend, Kay Loggins?
Kay. I think Kay's doing a show while I'm here in New York. I want to go.
Hi, it's Kay. I'm here at Singer's Bar in Brooklyn, New York. They've trapped me in this room, and I just want to say hi to the community. Thank you so much for taking my call. And I just want to let everyone know I will be doing my show, K Night Live from MoMA PS1 in Queens on Saturday, June 1st. And that also will be streamed live. And this message is Captain Carlin approved. And as I told Matt, I wouldn't be able to be here or do any of this without the love and support you've shown over the years. So thank you so much. But I did have one question for you today. I did have one question, and this is something I've been racking my brain about. I did have one question. Who is the greatest gay man of all time? And we're ranking them. Who is the greatest gay man of all time? Per the format, I'll take my answer off the air. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Love ya.
Great question.
Very good question.
I don't love ranking. I mean, there's so many, right? So many. We could go obvious. I could go personal. I could go like gay men that were personal that you would know that were, I was friends with as a younger person. And so we should talk publicly. Who's the greatest
gay icons? Doug? I interpret it as gay icons.
Right.
Doug?
I wish I had like a list because nothing's like rising to the top at the moment. Hold on, I'll find one.
Liberace.
I like the very flamboyant. Maybe Liberace is really great.
Oh, I got one. Keith Haring, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the artist, right? Yeah.
I don't know. We got Freddie Mercury. We got Elton John. I'm thinking musicians, artists, but who else is out there? Harvey Milk. Who else did great things?
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln, they say, might have been gay. Right.
Who's the greatest? Might have been gay man.
Yeah, I mean, we got
Oscar Wilde. We got Oscar Wilde. I don't know. This is
that's tough. There's too many.
Who's the worst?
Oh, well, that's an even bigger list. Who are the gay guys?
Oh,
that
that's
just
who's that?
get my
That
goat.
conservative host guy, Dave Rubin. He's the worst gay.
Oh yeah,
That's true. There's a clear winner right there. Yeah.
yeah.
John Early.
Great gays.
A lot of great gays. The great gays in pop culture. Alex Trebek.
I don't know. This is maybe just showing my ignorance, but is RuPaul gay? You know what I mean?
I think so.
He's a
Yeah.
cross-dresser, but yeah. I think RuPaul is fucking great. I really like RuPaul.
I got one. Alan Turing.
Alan Turing, the Codemaster.
The Codemaster
right?
who helped solve World War II. And then was tragically shunned by
canceled.
Canceled or something.
Blacklisted. Yeah, he's a hero. They made a movie about him. Right? All right, next caller. And I do want to go see Kay's show. I think I'll try to do that. What is it, June 1st?
June 1st.
Okay.
Producer Matt approved. You want to take... we have an announcement from Uncle Phil.
Oh, that sounds like a blast.
Oh, hello. I'm Phil Braun, and we're here today at the wonderful Carter Center, the Presidential Library of Jimmy Carter. I have some terrific news as you're enjoying these clips of office hours today. We've just struck a deal with the Carter Center that these clips will be housed in perpetuity at the Presidential Jimmy Carter Library. This will ensure that these favorite clips will be protected forever, and future episodes of Office Hours will in fact be housed here at the Presidential Library of our 39th president. As soon as we get the final document signed by Mr. Carter himself, these clips and these wonderful, wonderful moments will be here for your viewing at any time at the Presidential Library. So we are excited for this day. We hope you enjoy these wonderful moments on Office Hours Live. Thank you for listening. God bless.
Why would the Carter Center host office clips? Who cares? You can just watch it on YouTube. One last thing to say.
Did you see Jimmy Carter on a plane recently shaking everyone's hand?
No.
That must be an old clip.
I thought it was
anywhere these days.
Maybe it was old. I don't know, but
by the way,
that is a classic, though. You want to take a look?
Well, it's not from. He's definitely not. This is not recent.
No, it's 6 years old.
Oh, my bad. For some reason, I thought he's up and about. I was like, oh, he's looking good. You know,
making a comeback.
No, I think he's really going to die this time.
I can't wait for that bit to be over. Well, how about this? Did you see this news this morning? The helicopter carrying Iranian President Raisi crashes. Emergency crews have so far been unable to reach the aircraft. That's pretty fucked up.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what's the power structure in Iran? I would think president's pretty high up the chain. Right?
You don't want to get
do they still have the what's it called? The Ayatollah? You guys don't know shit.
Three dumb
I don't know
guys.
shit about Iran.
Foreign minister was also.
Hey, Bill, welcome back to my world current affairs podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I got Gary Damone here and Gary Leinhart, my pals. What do you think about this whole thing with Iran and the helicopter? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe they flew that thing and then they can't find it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Now, Iran is different than Iraq, correct?
Yeah, that's a different. I think that's different.
What part of the world is it in? I'm not sure.
Middle East.
Yeah, they say he's missing. Pretty crazy stuff.
That's really not good.
You think there's some? What do you think? There's some foul play?
Well, those helicopters. Those helicopters are pretty sturdy, so I can't imagine that there wouldn't be foul play in such an environment. It's a
tinderbox.
That whole area, that whole area has been having troubles.
Oh yeah. I've been reading about that.
A lot of stuff coming out of there, the bad news out of there.
Well, all we can do is hope and pray for the best, and keep everyone in their prayers. And if we had a leader who actually could lead, maybe we'd be in a better situation. Anyway, I know we don't like to get political.
On this politics show, we don't want to get political. That's a good show. We should do that. We should do a little side show about that. Just three guys talking about politics that we have no idea about.
Yeah. And we should limit the amount of views so it always stays at 127 views.
Cap it.
Yeah. You have to wait for somebody to leave. Some YouTube should have a thing where you have to, like, I've never watched this, so the number goes down, someone else can watch it. It's like a restaurant. Hey, have you seen this new stupid video that the Office Hours guys made? You can't watch it. You have to wait for some people to get out of the room to watch it because they want to keep the numbers low.
Vic, who
else you got, Matt?
Well, you want a bonus city of the day?
Oh, yeah. As long as there's no advertising attached to it.
No, this one is kind of a celebrity. Let's see if you recognize him.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Vic. Hey, other guy. I think you should choose Denver, Colorado to be your city of the day. Why? Because it's legal.
Demented.
Okay, thank you, Brett. Brent?
That's after 5 hours being on air.
Yeah, Brett Saunders. I think the answer is no, Brett. You cannot be the city of the day. You are not chosen. You insulted Doug. You're off the show.
That's okay. I didn't know who he was, so
yeah, really.
He's
Matt,
on
do you
live recording.
He's what?
He's on your live recording. He's the announcer.
I know. I'm so annoyed by that because poor JP had been doing that beautifully every show, and then that's the one show where he has lost his voice, and we happened to be in Boulder, and Brett did it there, and so now he's eternally the introducing man. Matt, are we taking a Patreon's only break, or is this just a free for all?
Yo, no, we'll do the usual. Yeah, we'll take a break. We'll we should do it that way for sure. All right, this will be our last call before the break then. This is a no-name caller who didn't leave their name, but they are on the hotline, so listen up.
Hey guys, SFF, hi. Long time, first time hothead hotline caller. This question goes out to my main man, Vic. Vic, has there been a revisit to the Three Stooges with the kids? I remember when you showed it to one of your kids, I think, and it was fun. And then I'm sorry to laugh. It's not funny to laugh at your child's pain. There was nightmares, and your wife was like, no. So I'm just curious if there's been a revisit. If not, if you see a visit to the therapist for the child in the future in regards to Curly. I don't know. Just curious. Love you guys. Bye.
That's a great question. I put it on a few times just for my own enjoyment when the kids are home, but they haven't really paid attention to it. But yeah, it's scared. I mean, it's scary to them that these dudes will just hit each other. But I think it's Mo, and it's like the same thing Jerry said. I think Jerry didn't like Mo because he was so mean, and I think the kids sense that too. That Mo's just a bully, But I don't know. He's also dumb too. You have to remember, that's he's also a stooge. He's the boss, but like when he's thrown in with regular people, he instantly becomes a stooge. So I don't know.
I like picturing like in the future your children in therapy, and like, well, tell me like a memory you have of your dad. He goes, well, I remember walking into the house and it was just him alone watching the Three Stooges. He would do that a lot.
Late period Stooges.
It's like Cape Fear in their memory of De Niro just sitting in the theater.
All right, should we take a break and then come back for more for our patrons only?
Let's do it. Patreon.com/Office Hours Live. More of this in a moment.
Hello all, this is Dr. Jordan Peterson. Young men are currently under attack. Thankfully, Office Hours has provided a safe haven for so many of us. And I am so touched by the budding beauty of the Holy Trinity and the offer they are willing to give to their loyal fans. With Office Hours Plus, you can get access to another full hour of the show every week, Tim's Saturday morning blog posts, the Joel Hole, and so much more exclusive content. And the best part is, if you go to patreon.com/Office Hours Live right now, you can get your first 7 days absolutely free. Hell, you'd be a total moron to not give this a try. Listen, bucko, you better act now before the woke narcissistic psychopaths take us down.